What can we expect from this upcoming April General Conference of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? Well, this General Conference is going to be quite special. Beyond its first and foremost purpose, which is for the general leaders of the church to testify of Jesus Christ, there will also be several significant events taking place. First of all, a solemn assembly will be held during the Saturday morning session, where we will sustain Dallin H. Oaks as president of the church. For those who may not know what happens during a solemn assembly, it is when the president of the church and the first presidency are sustained by individual quorums and organizations of the church. Solemn assemblies are also held on other sacred occasions, such as temple dedications, special commemorations, and other important purposes within the church. This sacred ceremony has taken place since John Taylor succeeded Brigham Young as prophet and president of the church, and this solemn assembly will certainly be a memorable one. Second, we will sustain Elder Harold Clause and Elder Clark G. Gilbert as the two new apostles of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, following the deaths of President Russell M. Nelson and President Jeffrey R. Holland, which left two vacancies in the Quorum of the 12 Apostles. Additionally, we will sustain President Henry B. Eyring as President of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, and President Dieter F. Uchtdorf as Acting President of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles. The Acting President role is used when the President of the Quorum of the 12 is serving in the First Presidency. Third, we will see a shift in the way temples are announced. Right before the Burley, Idaho temple dedication, President Dallin H. Oaks held an interview where he explained that future temple announcements will be made in the local area where the temple will be built. An apostle, area presidency member, or another general leader will announce the temple on behalf of the First Presidency. For the past few decades, temple announcements have typically been made over the pulpit during General Conference, so with this change, it's unlikely that we will continue seeing them announced there. However, it wouldn't surprise me if they provide a recap of temples that have been announced over the past 6 months. As of the time I'm recording this video, Portland, Maine has been the only temple announcement. At the last General Conference, President Oaks also mentioned that temple announcements would slow down for a time. Even so, we will likely continue to see temples announced gradually moving forward. Fourth, there will not be a Saturday evening session, which means that there will be the morning and afternoon sessions on Saturday and Sunday. Fifth, and most importantly, we will hear messages centered on Jesus Christ. So come prepared with questions and be ready to receive personal revelation through Jesus Christ and through his prophets and apostles on the earth. After both sessions on Saturday and Sunday, I will be going live here on this YouTube channel to recap what happened and discuss the main messages that were shared. So make sure you tune in for that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.